Hi my friend, welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. Today's a weigh-in day and I've got a few things I'd like to talk about, so I will go ahead and talk about the weigh-in first so that if that's what you're interested in, you can go ahead and go. But if you want to stick around and chat, like always, I'm happy to have you. So last week I weighed in at 264 pounds. My original highest weight back in January 1st was 374 pounds. Today marks 9 months on the ketogenic way of eating, and today I weighed in at 263 pounds. That's a 1 pound loss for this week. I also lost 3.5 inches, which is a really high inch loss for the week for me. And honestly, I feel like the inch loss is a little bit more accurate than the weight loss, because the pounds lost tends to be iffy on so many things, and it can be up and down and all kinds of places. I was super happy to see that 263 because I was, well, it got down to 263 a couple of days ago basically, and it's just kind of hung out there. I was hoping that it would stay there, but the main reason that I was happy to see it was because yesterday was another really hard day for me, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm having such difficulty with this way of eating. I have literally been eating this way for 9 months and have been totally fine. No cravings, not very much depression. I mean, I've had a few bouts of it here and there, but the last couple of weeks have been a little strange. I swear, since I started this channel, nothing has been predictable at all. But you know, I mean, live and learn. That's kind of how it goes with the YouTube. I kind of wish I had started sooner and been a little bit more brave so that I could have more of my normal story documented, because like for the first 6 months I didn't have cravings and my weight loss was dramatic, and it was down, 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 down every week. And now all of a sudden I feel like it was like down and then up and then down and then a huge amount down and then a little bit down. I don't know. So it just goes to show that what you see on the scale isn't always exactly true. And so I like to go by my inches lost, which is a little bit more accurate. I'm super happy to be down 3.5 inches this week. But I do want to talk about yesterday, because last Saturday I also had a hard time, mostly because of going to parties and things. But you know, parties are in my life quite a bit. I have 9 children and we have a lot of birthdays, and they haven't really been an issue for me up until the last few weeks, and I'm not exactly sure why. This week I did pretty well food-wise. I changed one thing, and I'm wondering if that one thing may have something to do with my breakdowns. I actually had 2 legitimate depression breakdowns this week. Once on Thursday, because my husband drank my diet soda that I had bought for myself. Thursday's a really hard day for me, and I kind of like to have a diet soda to give me a pick-me-up because I can't do coffee. And he had taken it thinking he had bought it for himself, and oh my gosh, I cried for probably a good half an hour, like gut-wrenching sobs. And I haven't done that for 9 months, like seriously. 9 months. I mean, I've tried to get that upset. I even talked about it on one of my previous videos, and I couldn't get there. It was like I was on Prozac, and now all of a sudden on Thursday I'm like crying like a crazy person right when I'm on my way to go teach my classes and like be social for the entire day until 10 p.m. So I didn't even know like what was up with that. That was absolutely crazy. And then yesterday I had a really nice day. It's our church's general conference, and I got to sit in bed and watch TV and watch the prophets talk, and it's been very uplifting. I did feel a lot of emotions because I felt like a lot of the talks really like spoke to me, and they were really, really good for my soul. And so maybe I was already, you know, tipping on the edge of emotional for that reason. But then, you know, last night the boys get to go out and watch one more special episode of conference, and the girls get to stay home. And my girls, we were going to rent some videos, and they were going to have pizza, and I ordered pizza. We don't ever order pizza. Like, pizza's pretty rare at our house now because I have 2 dairy allergic kids and 1 gluten-free, and then Dave and I are keto, so pizza just doesn't really fit. But all the kids wanted pizza, and so I got a dairy, cheese-free one for my daughter and my son who can't have cheese, and I had it ordered from Domino's. And I thought, well, if they're going to have something special, I want to have something different. And so I decided I wanted to have a chicken crust pizza, because we don't do that very often, because it's kind of, for me, labor intensive to make the crust, and it's just not something that I do very often. And so I asked my husband if he could run and grab the ingredients for the pizza and get the crust made, because I'm not so great at cooking. He's way better than me. So he ran to the store and got the stuff. He made the crust, threw it in the oven, and he went off to his meeting. I went over and rented some movies, and when I came back, I pulled the crust out. It smelled delicious. It looked really great. I was super excited, and I went to go put on my toppings, and I realized that my husband had bought cheddar cheese instead of mozzarella cheese. And I don't know why that was so upsetting to me, but I like literally broke down and couldn't stop crying. So that when the pizza delivery guy came to deliver the pizzas from Domino's, like, I couldn't stop crying when I was trying to pay him, and he didn't have change, and so I ended up giving him a $17 tip just so that he would like go away, because I was so embarrassed, because I literally could not control my crying. I was still crying the whole time I'm talking to this guy about change and tips. It was ridiculous. And the whole time I'm thinking, what is going on? This is how I was before I started the ketogenic way of eating, and I haven't been like that in 9 months. And now twice in 1 week, I've had huge mental breakdowns where I can't even control my own emotions. And I'm like, what on earth did I do different that is causing this? So I'll get into that in a second, but so I had just, like, not even kidding, between sessions of conference, I had watched Sarah Pearls of Wisdom talk about binging and how to avoid it and how to know the signs of if you're a binger, I don't know, things like that. And I thought, I'm not a binger. I don't think even before keto I was a binger. I just, you know, liked my carbs and just was lazy and didn't want to cook. So the whole time I'm crying, I am like, I am gonna binge. What on earth? Like, where did that even come from? I don't even know. So I'm like, I'm not eating half this freaking chicken crust pizza. That should be what I should eat for my macros. I am gonna freaking eat the whole thing. 1 whole pound of turkey. We ended up using turkey for the crust. 1 whole pound of turkey, plus 2 ounces of cheese, 1 serving of pepperoni, and 3 mushrooms. Okay, it's not like a huge amount of food if you really look at it. It's not. But the disturbing thing was that I was like, I am going to binge this pizza. I am so mad that there's not mozzarella and it's crap pizza and everybody else gets to go have fun things. My husband, after his meeting, was going to go out to eat with the boys. I had to sit here and eat pizza with the girls and eat yucky pizza that didn't have mozzarella, and I was just like, dang it, I'm eating the whole pizza. Well, yeah. If you've ever eaten a chicken crust pizza or a turkey crust pizza, you'll know that that's impossible. There's just no way that much food is going to fit in your stomach. I did my best. I only made it halfway through anyway. I finished off the toppings on the other side, but that was it. I didn't eat the other half of the turkey. So it ended up being pretty close actually to my macros. I actually came right in on my protein and only like 5 over on my fat or something ridiculous. It wasn't even a binge. But here it was a binge. And here's the other thing. Okay, so the thing that I did different this week. I thought I could be cool and be like Keto Christina and have a piece of dark chocolate at the end of the day. She always talks about that, and when she talks about that, I think to myself, I could do that. If it fit in my carbs, I could do that. That's not a huge amount of chocolate. It'd probably be nice. I probably can get some nutritional benefits from chocolate. I mean, there's all these articles talking about how great it is for your time of the month. It was also my time of the month this week, but usually isn't my issue, but who knows. So, you know, it can help with that, and it can help with endorphins and make you feel happy. I don't know, there's all these articles about it. You can probably look it up and find all these articles about why dark chocolate is great for you. So I had myself convinced that I was going to try some. Well, I've gone to the store multiple times, to different stores, and looked at all the chocolates that were available. Even the 90% chocolate had way too many carbs. Like, seriously, 12 carbs for a dinky little piece. And I was like, yeah, no, 12? That is like half my carbs for the day for a tiny amount of chocolate. There is no way I'm doing that. So I didn't do it. But then, I don't know, you know how Facebook ads like know what you want? They like hear you talking about something and they like start advertising to you. I guess the Facebook ad must have realized that I wanted a piece of chocolate that I could eat, because all of a sudden I was getting bombarded with ads for Skinny Me chocolate, which I will do a video all on the Skinny Me chocolate also. But suffice it to say that it's supposed to be supposedly stevia sweetened chocolate with 1.5 net carbs per piece. And the pieces are fairly decent size, you know, about that big. And I thought, this is perfect. I can eat stevia and the carb count is low. I mean, I'm sure the net carbs is, I mean, the full carbs is not that much higher than the net. I mean, the net's 1.5, so it's probably 3 carbs or something. That's what I was thinking. So I bit the bullet and I bought a box. This stuff is freaking expensive. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I want to say it was like $34 for one box of 30 pieces. So literally more than $1 a piece for these little pieces of chocolate that are like this thin. Like, they look big until you take them out and realize they're stretched out. Yeah, they're probably the same as like a bittersweet chocolate square, but they're spread out more. So they fool you that way. Also, don't be fooled. It's a service, a subscription service. In order to get your free box. Oh, that's right, I got a free box. I didn't pay the money. But they're $34, I'm pretty sure, to buy another box. And it automatically signs you up for a monthly subscription for this stuff when you agree to get the free box. You had to pay $5 for the shipping. So I'm assuming that when you buy the $35 box of chocolate, it's also like another $5 for shipping or something ridiculous. I really hope not, because that's highway robbery. Highway robbery for a piece of chocolate with some stevia in it. Okay, I'll talk about the chocolate on my other video. Anyway, so I, this week, had 1 or 2 squares of the chocolate per day. It actually does have 6 grams per piece. So when I had 2, that was half my carbs for the day, because I do full carbs, not net. And so that severely limited my veggies for the week, which ended up being okay because I ended up on the go a lot and I kept forgetting to bring my veggies, and yeah, so it ended up being, it didn't really impact me that much, though I'm sure nutritionally it wasn't that great, because, you know, we need our veggies. Anyway, so every day I had a piece of that, or 2 pieces, 1 in the morning and 1 with my dinner. I ate them with my meal. I didn't snack. I tried to keep it as in line with my keto as possible, but I found myself craving chocolate. Having craved chocolate in 9 months, and then all of a sudden I find myself craving chocolate all day. And I'm like, great. Now I'm dealing with wanting chocolate, when I didn't even want chocolate before. I just wanted to try it to see if I could get any health benefits from it. Not only was I not feeling any health benefits, but I was now craving it. So I don't know if the chocolate had anything to do with my meltdowns, but man, that's disappointing. Very disappointing. Because, you know, I mean, it would be nice to be able to have a chocolate occasionally, but I guess it's not in the cards for me. I should stick and be like Sarah after I told her I was a no matter what kind of girl. Now here I ate 3 or 4, I think I ate 4 actually total, because I ate one of those chocolates in the morning, so I ate 3 chocolates after I ate that pizza. Shot my carbs up to 38, which doubled my carbs for the day. That was dumb. Dumb. So I was relieved when I got up this morning and the scale was still the same. I mean, I know I didn't like way overshoot my carbs or anything. I probably didn't kick myself out of ketosis. I don't know. I'm just, yeah, anyway. So my poor husband feels totally bad, because of course, you know, I take it all out on him because it's all his fault. He took my soda and he forgot the mozzarella. Oh my gosh. Poor guy. Man, but he's put up with way worse than that through our marriage, because I have had way worse struggles than that over the years. So I guess he's just used to dealing with me, but So this morning he surprised me with something that I've been wanting to try for a really long time. He surprised me with Crio Bru, which is basically a hot drink made from cacao beans. So it's like kind of like hot chocolate without the guilt. It's just basically chocolate water. But it's supposed to have the nutritional benefits from chocolate, if chocolate apparently isn't my nemesis. And I put a little stevia in it and some nut milk, and I can feel like I'm getting a hot drink on a cold day, because it is totally cold now. And I'm kind of jealous of you guys who can drink coffee. For religious reasons I can't, and so I was looking for something that I could drink, but everything has so many dang carbs. So anyway, I'm trying this Crio Bru this week. I'll let you know how it goes. Maybe I'll do a video on Crio Bru at the end of the week and see if it made me turn into a raging lunatic. I think the skinny me chocolates are probably going to my daughter because there's no dairy in these. I don't know if I'm going to eat them or not anymore. We'll see. Kind of frustrated with that. I'm probably going to cancel my subscription because I don't really want to spend 40 bucks a month on a box of chocolate I can't eat. Yeah, I know. Oh, and you can't cancel it online. You have to call them so they can talk you out of it. Nice. Anyway. So I guess what I wanted to talk about is just like standing strong. You know, even the best of us, when we can be blindsided. And I'm grateful that my little mini binge, my fall off the wagon, my jump off the wagon, whatever you call it. I mean, I didn't eat any sugar. The things are sweetened with erythritol. Oh, by the way, erythritol. Mostly. And a teeny bit of stevia. I'm just laughing. I'm like, that is not what they said on the ad at all. But whatever. So I had a little bit of sweetener, a little bit more carbs than usual, but honestly I didn't like jump off the keto wagon. I just emotionally took a dive off. So even though I actually, like the food I ate didn't necessarily throw me out of ketosis, mentally it was a breakdown and it was bad. So let's hope that this is as bad as it gets for me. I really want to get back to my even keel. I don't know if it's the weather change. I really, really hate the cold. It's just really bringing me down. I don't know. I really don't know. This is going to be my first winter season on keto. Who knows? Usually winter I am a raging lunatic. So maybe I'll just be back to raging. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. I did want to mention another vlogger that I've come across. She has this fantastic video on what to eat for keto. She's Debbie. I think Debbie does keto, and I will link her. I will go ahead and link her channel. It would be awesome if you would watch her video. She doesn't have very many subscribers, and this is a video that's very it's very detailed on what you can and can't eat on keto. It's a little high fat than my version that I do, but it has very good information, and I just wanted to share that and give the word out about Debbie because she is fantastic and she's been so successful. And a shout out to Sarah Pearls of Wisdom. Thanks for being my rock, my place where I go when I want to get smack in the face. I really need your podcast every day, and I really appreciate that you spend the time to do that for us fledgling ketoers. And Keto Christina, you're awesome. I'm so happy that you can eat chocolates, but I guess it's not for me. Here's a warning to you guys, maybe even after 9 months of keto, chocolate maybe not the best thing. Thanks for stopping by. Come back and check in for my Skinny Me review, and I will possibly be doing some other things. We'll just see how the week goes. I don't have a lot planned this week other than my normal big crazy schedule, so we'll see what I can get done. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.